Hello, YouTubers. This is Gothic King with you too, and if you are friends with me on Facebook, you know me as Josh Saunders. In the last video, I had my Ozzy glasses and the long hair. That wasn't my real hair, unfortunately. It was a wig. I used to have hair like that, down to here, and I dyed it black. I love that hair, man. It was awesome. But I got in trouble. I didn't take very good care of it, so it died, and it sucked. But taking better care of my hair really pays off because it would take me a lot longer to grow my hair this long as of last time before I got my hair cut. So, yeah. Take better care of your hair, comb it a lot, scrub the crap out of it when you're in the shower, and not just, throw on shampoo, rub it around, and wash it off. I'm talking about, like, shampoo, scrub, massage your scalp when you're in the shower. Also, if you eat more vegetables, like vegetables contain a certain vitamin that makes your hair grow faster. So, looking to grow your hair out long like those metalheads, that's some helpful advice that I've picked up on. But this isn't a guitar inside on my awesome hair. This is on homosexuality. I'm straight and I like girls, but I can't imagine, it's hard for a guy who's straight and to ask a girl out and get the nerve. I can't imagine, being gay, having to go through that struggle and then going off and asking someone else if you're gay and then asking them out. It's twice as hard. So, yeah. And recently, in fact, today I saw an article on this girl who lived in the South. She asked her principal, she said, "Can I bring my girlfriend to the prom?" And she's a girl. She ended up being a lesbian. And the principal said no. And I thought, who the hell does that, I mean, I went to a school dance one time. I saw these two goth girls dancing, and I saw nothing wrong with it. I was like, this is awesome. It was quite arousing, and I didn't find any problem with it at all. And the next day, him and the school board talked, and they canceled the prom. They said it was because of this girl, which I thought was a bit unfair because now the whole school hates her because they all wanted to go to prom. I myself never went to prom, and I don't see the appeal of them. I think it's a waste of time, and it's designed by chicks. But other than that, really, who cares? They're to have a good time and dance and socialize. I don't think it should be an issue if you bring a guy or a girl to prom and you're the same or the opposite sex. I don't think it really matters. But again, it's like, what would you do if you walk into a park and see two guys kissing? It's like, it's awkward because you're not sure what to do. Personally, right now, thinking about it right now, I think I just choose to ignore it and walk away and forget about it. And don't let it concern me because it's no big deal. It's like Pipe Friend CHS said, and I love watching his videos. He's a cool dude, and, he smokes a pipe. Hence his username, Pipe Friend CHS. And I love to smoke a pipe. I've had pipe tobacco. I love the smell of pipe tobacco. But I smoke cigarettes and cigars right now. And my parents find this shit, they confiscate it and throw it away, and it becomes a humongous fight. So, whatever. Hoping to try smoking a pipe when I'm on my own. But in the meantime, and I found out I love watching his videos. Like, I watch him a lot, and, he's really informative too. Like, he'd give you tips on how to smoke a pipe properly so you don't experience, like, tongue bite and shit like that. So I found it really informative. But, and then I found out that he was gay, and I'm like, oh. It was just like, okay then, like, it didn't change my perspective on his videos. It just was a surprise. Like, he didn't seem like the homosexual type, like, he had this, so again, don't, judge somebody, for being gay, because the perspective can change, because anyone can be gay, it's just, wow, it opens your eyes a bit. And I think the history of America is based on hate. What I mean by that is that we started off hating African Americans, or black people, if you want to be more simple about it. And slavery and all that stupid bullshit. And they fought for civil rights, and it took till like 1960s, early 70s, and mid 80s, and they finally got it. And through all that, the assholes of America decided, okay, who can we hate and discriminate on against next? And the next topic is women. And now women are fighting for women's rights, and they finally get it to the point where it's ludicrous. Now, there's nothing wrong with women having as much rights as men, but there's a fine line between decent and bullshit. What I mean by that is decent would be, you know, equal wages, blah, blah, blah. But this one chick in the NFL, I shit you not, walks into the middle of the locker room at a football stadium of the NFL's, and everyone's in there naked, trying to get an interview. And earlier that day, she was measuring their biceps, you know, flirting with them, and she's wearing her boobs hanging out, tight-ass shirt, tight-ass jeans, showing it all off. And she walks in the locker room, everyone's... A couple of players make cat calls and shit. I mean, we're guys. We look at, and we like girls. It's like, hello. That's about as much bullshit as when a girl walks down the hallway. You know, the hottest girl in school walking with all her goodies hanging out, her ass and her boobs, and just showing it all off, bouncing, and her little hair flipping, wearing a shitload of perfume, and you feel your body heat coming off her, and you're just like, oh, and you're checking her out, and she glares at you like, don't look at me, pervert, and you think, oh, shit, I must have pissed her off, and you feel like shit, and then a couple minutes later, excuse me, I farted, a couple minutes later, she's flirting with the jock down the hallway because he's more popular than you, and he plays football. That, to me, that's bullshit. I mean, girls have rights as much as men do, but you don't have the right to tell guys where they can and can't look. I mean, especially when you're dressing like that. That's complete and total bullshit. And on another note of complete and total bullshit, down in the South, this girl asked if she could bring her date to the prom. She ended up being a lesbian. The principal said, no, blah, 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 blah. And a couple of days later, they canceled the prom, blamed it on her, and the whole school hated her. Personally, I never went to prom. I never saw the appeal of them. I think it's a complete waste of time, but it's just me. And one of Pipe Franciation's videos, he said that the hypocrisy that Pipe CHS commented on, saying the hypocrisy of the school board men who probably watch lesbian porn and then 2 days later cancel the prom because they don't want the girls going to the prom. And I agreed with him on it. I said, yeah, that's totally unfair, you know? And he's probably... sounds like he's dead on when he says that, you know? And, yeah, I thought he was gay, and it didn't change my perspective on his videos. I still think he's an awesome dude, enjoys the pipe and all that good stuff, but it just goes to show you shouldn't, like, assume that you know people and their stereotypes, because you could have this, you know, nasty-looking asshole, just grisly and just meaner looking than shit, and he could be the nicest person in the world. You never know. On some occasions, though, it's safe to assume and then get to know them because they could be a serial killer and you know. But on some occasions, it's not necessary. I mean, really, it's complete and total bullshit. Oh, and today, actually, it's not today, but it's 12:05 right now, but yesterday, I sent my CD to Simmons Records in Beverly Hills, my Blood Cemetery CD, the perfected version, so I hope get some shit done with that. That'll be pretty exciting if it happens. And I love watching Pipe Franciation's videos because he's very informative and he has a sense of humor, you know, he's a really cool dude. And I dropped my glasses. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. In the middle of a goddamn YouTube video, and I dropped my fucking glasses. They just fall off my face. Ay. Anyway, I found he was gay, and I was just like, oh. It was surprising. I didn't think, you know... But it'll change your perspective when you think you know somebody, you find out something different about them. It's just like, oh. And that's one of those occasions where it's safe to not judge and just, you know, whatever. Interesting how, in Britain, in England, the word fag is considered, it means cigarette. But in the United States of America, it means that's offensive to homosexuals. And the funny thing about that is, I read Ozzy Osbourne's autobiography when he still smoked back in the day. He smoked cigarettes. He walked into a store and he's like, can I get 20 fags? And she's like, excuse me? And he's like, can I get 20 fags? And she's like, no, get the fuck out of here, you pervert. And he later realized that she thought he meant gay fags, like homosexuals. She didn't realize he meant cigarettes, and in England it meant cigarette, not, yeah, you know. Like how in Europe football means soccer, and how in America football means, you know, touchdown, and yeah. But anyway, this hypocrisy with the school board. I agree with Pipe Friends CHS completely. I thought this is ridiculous. You know, the school board men probably watch lesbian porn, and then 2 days later they go and cancel the prom because they want some lesbian at the dance. I've been to a school dance, and there are lesbians there, and I didn't see anything wrong with it, you know? I mean, shit, man, these chicks were hot, and they were dancing with each other. I was like, ooh, this is, slightly, if not really arousing. It goes back to that, you know, question, like, what would you do if you saw two guys kissing in the park? You'd be like, I wouldn't even acknowledge it. I'd just be like, no big deal, and walk off. That'd be the right thing to do. But 38% of Americans who are homophobic would probably say, ew, and then it is where they're kind of, I wouldn't say, for me it's disgusting, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, each to his own, you know, we all do shit in our lives, and, you know, we all have our own things we do in life. I don't think that should be an issue, but fortunately for some people it is. Like, you know, I saw this and I thought, oh, what the hell is wrong with our society? I often think our society needs to do a serious mental check and just look and be like, why the fuck are we doing this to ourselves? Why the fuck are we, you know? I mean, it starts off with, like, Americans hating African Americans and enslaving and all that stupid bullshit, and then several civil rights acts and all this other random drama that we don't need or have to have in America, and now African Americans have rights. And then now the American asshole saying, who can we discriminate against next? And then they chose women. And now women have rights, and now there's discriminating against homosexuals. It's like, do we have to do this? Do we really have to do this? You know? It's like if they were to use fear like the terrorists did, you know, now I'm not saying all Muslims are like it, but I'm talking about the Muslims who watch terrorists. They use the Prophet of Muhammad and they use fear to get what they want. So because of South Park, 4 episodes now are taken from South Park Studios.com because they feature Muhammad or mention of Muhammad. And it's because of their religious beliefs and the fact that they'll kill you if they can, they'll try to, and Comedy Central is afraid for their lives and their staff, so they make South Park take the episodes off. Matt Stone and Parker are geniuses, man. I don't think they should have been canceled at all, you know? But I'm thinking if the rest of the people they made fun of would have used that as a way of getting what they want, South Park would have been canceled, period. But they didn't, because they're better than that. So, you know. And like I said, I like Pipe Pronunciation's videos. I don't care if he's gay or not. He's still a cool dude. He's got this cool house. He's working on it. It's all futuristic and sci-fi. And his videos have been very informative. Like, I want to smoke a pipe when I get out of the house. I currently smoke cigars and cigarettes because my parents found this pipe or whatever. They take it away, and it's usually what happens when they find my cigarettes and shit. So, it's an issue, but whatever. Anyway, this is Gothic King Cobra 52 with wow, guitar inside. Wow.